is Irontrader. It is Thursday morning. So we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil and natural gas. And we'll take a look here at the NQ, which is selling off nicely here today. Now remember, this is option expiration week. So this is really next couple of days will probably be a sell-off. Now, if you watch my videos here yesterday, I posted seasonality charts on the Dow, the S&P, and the Nasdaq. So this should not be any kind of a surprise to you where the market is getting overextended here. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation of buy, sell, stock, not ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Bitcoin. Here's your daily chart here, okay? So right now here, I say the futures are down about $1.50 there on the old Nasdaq. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So everything is kind of selling off here, but man, the fantastic run that we had. So when you start seeing these oversold conditions, see how that green turns blue? That's overbought. I mean, overbought conditions. Sorry about that. Overbought conditions. So she's going to have a little pullback, a little consolidation kind of a situation here. Okay, so now we're on the downside. We're watching right here this 101.649 level. That's your 8-day. That's going to be very, very key. Now, right here, right we have below this here is you have a 101.60 level, okay? So this would keep this upper tier going here, just like what we had here. See this? How we had this sideways action, then we bumped up a little bit, sideways action, and now we have this little sideways action here. So this is what we're watching on the close, is this 101.649 and the bottom of this candle here at 101.60 level, okay? Now, if that is lost here, then we're going to come right here to the top of this candle. This is that 98.615 level, okay? But you can see as it ran up, came right on down, and that's where it broke out from. So now that becomes very good support level, okay? Then what we'll do is we'll look at the top of this candle here. You're looking at 98.200. We'll look at the bottom of this candle at 97.350, and then we'll be looking for this 21-day at 96.205 level. Okay, so even if this price comes down, you lose that 8, and it comes down and holds that 21-day. This is still a very, very good bullish pattern. It just needs, when you get to these overbought conditions here, it's got to take a break and come right on down here before we have the next rally up here. Okay, now here on the upside, we're looking at yesterday's low. Okay, so you're looking at that 102.930. Okay, then we'll come up to today's high at 104.225. Then we go to yesterday's high, 104.955. We'll come up top of this candle at 105.480, and then we'll come out the big retest, and we look at that price channel at 106.270. That will be your breakout to go to the next level. Now, if we can get above that, then all we do is come right over here to the left, 106.945. We'll come up here at 107.485, and then look to the left of the chart here, 108.960, and then we have your breakout at 110. Okay, we cracked that 110 level. You're going to go to that 115 area here. And actually, you could rally up to all the way as high as 135 here over time. But let's just take one level at a time. You have to close above that 110 just to get to that 115 area, okay? But right now, we had this nice rally here off this left shoulder, inverse head and shoulders, left shoulders, head, right shoulders. When we're down here, okay, I said once this pattern plays out, it's going to be to that 106 area. And where do we go? 106.270, okay? So now we're trading this range, okay? So you have 106.270 on the top, and we have this 8-day on the bottom, okay? We lose it. We just kind of follow the candles down until we can get all the way down to the 21-day. We crack above that 106, then we just go right to the left here. We follow the candles until we get to that 110 area. Now, I say this is an overbought situation. It needs to come down and consolidate just a little bit here, kind of a situation like we had here, okay? See where it consolidation, but when you hit those tips, hit that blue, that's overbought and it wants to come right on down, okay? But the green is still over your red, shows good momentum. So let's just see if we can hold this upper channel here today. Now, easy way I play this for the long, IBIT for the long, BITI for the short. Now, if we lose this 8-day on a closing basis, then I will put a short on until we hit to this 21-day, okay? Then what I'll do is then I'll take that short off, and then we buy it, and we take it back and forth. So again, when you're trading, two-way trade for me, long and short. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil, and we have natural gas. Now remember, natural gas here, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. Now, a lot of times it is a pretty good market mover, but we got to see. Now remember, you're in the shoulder season on natural gas here, so you got to be a little bit cautious here. But again, if we have ourselves a nice hot summer, or you get some kind of with the LNG going here, natural gas could rip much higher. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so we had this nice double bottom, 55.12, 55.30. Doesn't get any better than this with that higher low situation. That's the time that you got to get in there, and then we just rally right on up here. But you notice that this 50-day is a lot stronger. Okay, a very, very strong resistance, I should say. And then yesterday we had a red candle, and today we came all the way on down. Okay, now here's the key: is we have to hold this 21-day 61.11. And we have to hold that 60.96 on a closing basis. Even though we have it down there, it doesn't matter. That could be just, as long as we hold it, then we could rally up and try to hit for that 50-day again. Now, if we start losing that, then we'll go to today's low. You're looking at that 60.47 level. We'll come to the bottom of this candle at 59.89. Okay, then our next support level we're going to be doing is we're going to come right down to this level here. This is going to be that 57.74 level. We'll come down to the bottom, 57.03. 56.39, and then we have your retest there at 56.30, and then 55.12 is key. We lose this 55.12, it's 53, it's 50, it's 47, and then all the way down to 43 we could possibly go. But right now, seasonality is in play with the crude oil. We got Memorial Day coming up here, and then we have 4th of July coming up here. So again, I just say this is very, very strong. So let's just see how this all going to shake out here. Okay. Now the recession fears are pretty much gone. T-Man's making the deals. He's bringing in the green here. So inflation number was way down. Now also remember today we have PPI number here at 830. That's going to be very, very critical. That's a producer price index, and that's going to show exactly what the companies are buying. Are they reflecting any kind of inflation? So you got to pay attention to the news today. Okay, so if what we're watching here on a closing basis is the 61.11 and that's 8-day at 60.96. Very, very key. Now, if we can get above that, okay, then here's your resistance level, 61.65. We'll look to yesterday's low, 62.75. Look to today's high at 62.91. But this is what you're looking for is the 64.09 level. That is your 50 SMA here, okay? Now, the price channel is right above that, 64.87. Price channels are very nice because all it is just tops and bottoms of candles, okay? So there we are. We're looking at the top of that candle, 64.87, okay? Then we come up here. You got 65.22, and then we come down to the bottom of that candle, 66.09. We have 67.65. Then we'll be looking for that 68.26 level if you can get above this 50-day in that price channel, okay? That's going to be your big target. But right now, we're trading this range, 50-day on the top, 21-day, 8-day on the bottom. Okay, we lose it. We follow the candles down until we finally get some support. We crack that 50-day, then we'll be follow the candles, but we're really looking for this 100-day at 68.26 level. RSI here, well, we're sitting here at 46. That could go either way. The green is still over your red, so that's good momentum. Plus, we got the seasonality in play here, so just be very, very, don't have any kind of opinion. Now, remember, the U.S. is going to be buying about 22 million barrels of oil to start filling up this SPR. So again, as that crude price comes down, the more oil they're going to buy. Same way with China, they're filling up their SPRs. Okay, here we are. We have the old natural gas. Now, you can see here natural gas gapped right on up here. There's a contract rolled right up here. Look how nice this 8-day held. We got as high as 3.84. Now, why did it stop there? Because what we're watching is the top of this candle, 3.829, call it 83. So you came in within 1 penny. That was your resistant level, okay? Now, if you would have went above that, then we have the top here at 393. We follow the candles, 408, okay, 415, 420, and then 425, okay? But that's not what happened. But again, eventually it will happen, all right? So, sold right off here. High, lower, and lower lows. Never good. Okay. But, okay, we're holding this 21-day. That's the key. Okay. This is going to be key support level at 3.83. That's what we're watching. Okay. Now, if that's lost here, we'll come down to 3.34. We'll come down here at 3.26. And then we'll be looking for this 316, this 200-day simple moving average. Now, again, if this is lost here, we still have this gap, 305, 298. Gap and fill, and then your retest down here at 285. Okay. Now, but that's only if that 21-day is lost. Now, upside here, we have to get and close back above this 359. Call it 360. Okay. So that's the 8-day. It's very, very crucial. If we can get back above that, then we have that 50-day at 370. We have the Ohondo here at 373, and then your retest there at 3.84. Okay. A lot of resistance. 8-day. 50-day, 100-day, and then until we get to the top of there. So a lot of resistance. So even if we get a sideways action, that's going to be fine. Okay, so RSI here, we're sitting here about 48, looking very, very good, and your green is over your red. Now, when we were up here, I was looking to take a long. I trade UNG for the long, KOLD for the short. Okay, so I was looking for a nice long trade. It never did, so I took a nice short right there. Okay, every day I don't hold natural gas overnight. Crude oil, I'll do it, but right now here, natural gas here, it's just too fickle. You know what I'm saying? Don't call it the widowmaker for nothing. Okay, so let's just see what happens today. But now we're trading here, 8-day on the top, 21-day on the bottom right here. Okay, that's the range that we're trading until we either break up or we're going to break down. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old NQ. Okay, here's the NQ. This is actually the Nasdaq futures. Okay, now if you look at the Nasdaq futures, the Dow futures, S&P, all the charts look the same. I just like the Nasdaq. Okay, that's what I posted up here. Okay, so now we're getting to this overbought condition. See where they were coming up to that 70 mark. Okay, so now we have a little bit of roll. Same way with your MACD. It's a huge run. Look what we had here. Okay, now if you watch my videos here in the past, I always said here, watch that VIX. Okay. I know a lot of people say, oh, the VIX doesn't matter. The VIX does matter, okay? And there's a simple rule that you always want to remember. When the VIX is high, okay, you want to buy, okay? Always remember that. So that VIX got all the way up to 60, and look where the price went. It went all the way on down, okay? So this is your buying opportunity because the VIX never lasts at 60. It always comes off, and this is the buying opportunity. And look at the nice run. Now, what we're watching here is this 8-day to give it a chance to catch up. Okay, that's what we're looking. Let that 8-day catch up. The 21 days rolling up here nice over the 50-day. Let the 8-day catch up here now and let the price come down. Consolidation after this huge run that we had here. Okay, I mean we got to all the way down here to these oversold conditions, I should say, to overbought conditions. Okay, so that's what we're watching here right now. So again, say this pushes back up. We want to watch yesterday's high. That's at 21,419 level. And then what we do is we just follow these candles right on up here, okay? So you're looking at 21,453. We'll come up there at 21,813. And then we just follow the candles at 22,245 until we get this big retest, 22,319. And then 22,450. Eventually, I think we cracked this double top. See how we had this high up here? Then we had another high, lower high. This was a double top, and then she sold right on off here, okay? But I think we need a little consolidation kind of a situation. So you want to watch today's low, 21,192. Then we'll come on top of this candle, 20,996. And then we'll come to the bottom here at 20,818. And then we'll be looking for this 8-day at that 2612. Now you notice you have the 8-day for support there. We have the 100-day right there for support, and then we have that 200-day at 20,345 for support. This could come all the way down. As long as it holds this 200-day here, this is looking still very, very good. It just needs some consolidation. So yesterday I posted at the midday trading, I posted seasonality charts for the Dow, for the S&P, and for the Nasdaq. So take a look at that. Do yourself a favor, or go to equityclock.com. Very simple on there. You can click on seasonality charts for anything that you want. It's over a 20-year period, and it gives you a good idea of what happens this time of the year. Because usually you have a sell-off here at the end of May and into June, and then we have that rally right on up here. So, okay, so pay attention, but right now, we need a little consolidation for that 8-day to catch up. Okay, that's what I got for. I'll be back here midday trading, and we'll take a look here at what's moving in the old stocks here. Now, remember, just don't have any kind of an opinion on whatever. Just trade what is in front of you. All right, thanks for watching.